many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Hines. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They go play action with Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Play action. Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
You better be afraid of me.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's got his man Hilton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
That's into the hands of Pascal. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They'll to punt from deep inside their own.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The throw over the middle taken in. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ito Smith. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Here we go. Now it's Ryan.
OG.
And it's hauled in by Austin
Mello.
Hooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let me some Mello.
They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the shotgun, Ryan is complete to Jones. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
21.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Jones.
Hey.
They'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 16.
A gain of 16 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver. But
Oh, shit.
That long at that position, you're doing something right.
Oh, shit. Quick on my game right now.
Couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards.
Quick, fuck that man game, man.
Last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Smith. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Come on, Quill. You know you don't need to focus that much, man. Come back to the mic.
His 1st touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
You might kick the field goal right over it went right over the top of the pole.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Hines. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Hines. Gets past 1 minute.
Mr. Phillips.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn
No, wasn't he just playing music?
They come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
4? 5 months?
They'll try to throw now. Sam.
He played a little better.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
Yeah, it took a little bit. To get going.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I'm trying to get my skins, man.
And this one complete to Smith. Call it a gain of 3.
I'm halfway to knocking him out.
2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Yeah, I need to unlock all my skins, man, for the battle pass. I need to unlock Team Ruby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Now Ryan on 1st down. That's complete to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. To throw is Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Falcons.
1st down, Atlanta.
Ryan now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Ryan eluding the pressure right. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
21.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Brissett. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Come on, fellas.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down and then some. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
54 is mark. 54 is mark. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Stop your whining.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
55.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10.
Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And this one's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Caught by Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Brissett. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They go play action with Brissett. Funches has it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on this. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard with nothing. Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 12 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a run with Mack. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play fake. Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brissett sets to throw it. And the catch made by Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Brissett. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Ryan to throw. This one caught by Ridley. That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Ryan. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Here's Ryan. And he's got Gresham. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Ryan will throw again. It's caught by Bryant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Tavecchio puts this one through. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Brissett. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Hines. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get 1st downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. To throw, Brissett. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. After the sack on 1st down, Brissett looking deep for Hilton. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Atlanta, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Where everybody at?
I don't know, it was here. I don't care anything. You want to watch the game? Even though we got off. And that's it.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the line. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, where your post, your poppin', your projects. Pain driven, engine drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this.
Well, I'm about to take out the trash and shit real fast.
Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know
This nigga said he'd be back by midnight. Great God, man. Easy.
I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, instead of get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or I'm bad. Do what you can and do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this
But I nigga took this Suzy snack to look at it. No, so whatever nigga put this Suzy snack inside of his pot. Remember the medium pot?
Say it again?
The Suzy snack. They didn't gotta put in a medium pot or large.
Say it again, sorry.
It's like a Suzy snack.
Okay.
You gotta put it in a medium or a large.
Large.
Where am I putting it? The medium.